Hi, this is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. Today I'm going to show you how to make this car. This car is actually a 3D car. You can see it on the table. It's kind of cute. And also if you want to melt it, you can just flatten it and then put in the envelope so you can melt it too. Yeah, so I'm going to show you how to do it. So we're going to use the stamp set is called Up. Okay, and then they do come with the matching die. So here's the matching dies here. And we are going to use the happiness background. Okay, we are going to use a piece acetate. So the acetate that I use is a little bit thicker than the regular acetate. It's much thicker than the transparency sheets that you usually use for the projector. So it's a little bit hard to find, but all the stamp that we're selling, especially the background stamp, they come with the piece acetate used for storage sheet, but you don't really need it. So if you have a problem to find the acetate sheets, you can just use our storage sheet. They will work just fine. Okay, so we are going to use a memory impact, or you can use the StazOn black. That will work just fine too. And this is a StazOn white, so that means we can stamp it on the material. So we are going to stamp it on the acetate, so you have to make sure that you have a permanent impact. Otherwise, the color won't stay. So and double side tape, makeup sponge, and this is one of my favorite colors. It belongs to the Marvy. Is number 13 ochre, but you can use any replacement. Also, I'm going to use this Versa Magic. It's called Sea Breeze, but like I say, you can use something similar to replace. Okay, so piece of ribbon and the folder. This folder is belong to the Cuttlebug, so that's the folder. And okay, we're gonna start with half sheets of the regular letter size, so that will be the 4.25 by 11. So we are going to do a few scrolling, and you can check the material list. I have a very detailed to show you where you have to scroll. Okay, so that's started. Okay, so when you started, you are going to do some scrolling. So just check the attached photo. You will see what's the distance. So and then you just follow it, and then we are going to make the foundation box. Okay, so that's it's going to be like this. I made a few cards. The first one or two cards I found out after I put my box together and put my cards together, it's kind of wiggly. So I found out that's why when I started, I folded half inches. This is my base. So I am going to, it's very simple. I'm sure you can get it. So if you can take a very close look, like this part, so we are going to tape it, so when you sit on the table, it's kind of created some kind of support, so that way they can sit nicely and then they don't collapse. So it's very important to have a extra space here, and then we're going to tape it so that way you make your car very strong. So you can flat it, stand it, and you can just kind of pop them out, and then it's a 3D car. Okay, so you can use any kind of embossing folder. So there is what I call is the 1, 2, 3, 4 section. So the embossing folder, what you have to do is you are going to just open your folder, okay, and then just insert your paper here. Okay, so like I say, I want to have the pattern around the second, third, and fourth section. So that's the place you should put your folder and run to the machine. So if you put your folder a little bit too low, so that's going to be the bottom of your card, so it won't show. So make sure that when you place your embossing folder, make sure it's around the first four section. So that way, after you run to after you emboss it, you can see there's gray pattern. Okay, so that's it, and then it's very easily folding them together. Just one thing you have to know, that is extra ½ inches is the foundation. Okay, and then we are going to use our Versamark and a piece of acetate. Okay, and then we are going to use our happiness background. So the StazOn white is a little bit different with the StazOn black. So StazOn white is kind of milky ink. Okay, so I'm going to look at. Okay, so when you apply on top of your stamp, just gently tap. Okay, you don't want to squeeze your impact too much, because we don't want to over ink your stamp. So just a little bit is enough. So gently tap 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 everywhere. Make sure all the stamps is nicely inked with a white color. Okay, and then we are going to place the acetate on top. So this is how I like to use my background stamp. I always put my background stamp on top, on the table, and put my cardstock or paper on the top, and kind of just rub the back, so that way I can always get a nice image. Okay, so can you see that? Okay, you do have to clean your stamps after you use the StazOn. So I'm going to just grab this paper. You can see, I hope you can see it. It's kind of different. Okay, I really like it. And the StazOn white, they actually dry pretty fast. So the good thing is, if you accidentally make a boo-boo and you don't like the image, you can just use a StazOn with a paper towel. You can clean it completely and then do again. So that way you don't waste any your StazOn. So we are going to just leave it and then let it dry. Okay, so what I did is I already stamped this image with the memories. I like memory impact because it's very rich. So usually I get a better image. But you can use StazOn, any kind of black impact will do just fine. So I'm not going to show you how to coloring. I know you all know how to coloring, so I already coloring this too. The only things that I like to show you is after you coloring and die cast. So if you don't know how to use a matching die, just check our tutorial how to use a matching die. It show you from the beginning. I like to use makeup sponge just to give a little bit touch around the borderline, so that way a little bit white space is not going to pop out too much. So just to give it a soft edge a little bit like that. Okay, and then the cloud. So I already pre-cut few cloud. So I didn't even stamp, I just cut it. And then we are going to use a blue impact. This is called Sea Breeze. Okay, put it, and then we just kind of apply the blue color on here a little bit here. So that's it. Or if you want more, you just apply more. Okay, so but I think that's good enough. Okay, now I think by now my StazOn must be dry already. So we are going to put them together. So these you have to follow in order, otherwise they are going to glue stick all stick together. That won't be nice. So first we are going to apply the ink here. Apply the glue here. You can use a bigger good amount of the double side tape on the first section, and then you are going to just fold it and then try to manage it and then put it in the middle, so that way, okay, you get your half box done, right? And then we are going to do the other one. Okay, we're going to apply the double side tape. Okay, I kind of fold it, kind of like rolling it. Okay, and then do like that. You know, don't press too hard in case if you didn't get it in the right place. You can always remove it and do it again. So that's something look like this. Okay, and then you kind of just open it. Okay, and then we're going to put a little bit more tape, and now we're going to put our acetate. back. So I think it's dry. And then because it's a happiness, they do have a front or back. You don't want to get upside down image. So make sure you use the right side. And then we are going to place the acetate tape there. And then we're going to apply more double side tape. And then kind of just squeeze, put a little bit pressure, and that's how it do. And then we are going to just mount our balloon. Okay, so this is a very simple fast card. So send me an email. Let me know if you have any question and how do you think about this card. And I hope you enjoy our tutorial and check localkingrubberstand.com. And we have a lot of wonderful ideas. See you next time. Thank you.